Jemyka. Bible Games.
Question 1. In the days of Joshua, the 5 kings of the Amorites had the misfortune to encounter A. Whirlwind. B. Rainstorm. C. Hailstorm. D. Slime pit. The answer is C. Hailstorm. Joshua 10 verses 5 to 11. Then the 5 kings of the Amorites, the kings of Jerusalem, Hebron, Jarmuth, Lachish, and Eglon, joined forces. They moved up with all their troops and took up positions against Gibeon and attacked it. The Gibeonites then sent word to Joshua in the camp at Gilgal, "Do not abandon your servants. Come up to us quickly and save us. Help us, because all the Amorite kings from the hill country have joined forces against us." Question 2. Fill in the blanks. I leave with you, my I give unto you, not as the world giveth, give I unto you. A. Comforter. B. Wisdom. C. Peace. D. Power. The answer is C. Peace. John 14 verse 27. Peace I leave with you, my peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled and do not be afraid. Question 3. How did God manifest his name to Joshua prior to the Battle of Jericho? A. By the memorial El Gibber. B. Through the captain of Yahweh's host. C. Through Michael the archangel. D. By a pillar of flaming fire. The answer is B. Through the captain of Yahweh's host. Joshua 5 verses 13 to 15. Now when Joshua was near Jericho, he looked up and saw a man standing in front of him with a drawn sword in his hand. Joshua went up to him and asked, "Are you for us or for our enemies?" "Neither," he replied, "but as commander of the army of the Lord I have now come." Question 4. How many spies did Joshua send out to view the city of Jericho? A. 2. B. 1. C. 3. D. 40. The answer is A. 2. Joshua 2 verse 1. Then Joshua son of Nun secretly sent 2 spies from Shittim. "Go, look over the land," he said, "especially Jericho." So they went and entered the house of a prostitute named Rahab and stayed there. Question 5. Where did the Israelites set up 12 stones taken from the river as a memorial to their crossing of the Jordan? A. Kidron. B. Hebron. C. Pisgah. D. Gilgal. The answer is D. Gilgal. Joshua 4 verses 19 to 24. On the 10th day of the first month the people went up from the Jordan and camped at Gilgal on the eastern border of Jericho. And Joshua set up at Gilgal the 12 stones they had taken out of the Jordan. Question 6. If Solomon had to choose, he'd rather live here than inside a house with a quarreling wife? A. In a haystack. B. In a barn. C. In a corner of the housetop. D. In a vineyard. The answer is C. In a corner of the housetop. Proverbs 21 verse 9. Better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a quarrelsome wife. Question 7. Who built an altar to the Lord on Mount Ebal? A. Samuel. B. Moses. C. Gideon. D. Joshua. The answer is D. Joshua. Joshua 8 verse 30. Then Joshua built on Mount Ebal an altar to the Lord, the God of Israel. Question 8. Why does Solomon caution us to boast not thyself of tomorrow? A. Because God may return. B. Because you don't know what the day will bring. C. Because today is good enough. D. Because tomorrow holds sorrow. The answer is B. Because you don't know what the day will bring. Proverbs 27 verse 1. Do not boast about tomorrow, for you do not know what a day may bring. Question 9. What were the walls of the temple of the Lord lined with? A. Purple cloth. B. Gold. C. Pitch. D. Silver. The answer is B. Gold. 2 Chronicles 3 verse 7. He overlaid the ceiling beams, door frames, walls and doors of the temple with gold, and he carved cherubim on the walls. Question 10. Complete this verse from 1 John, for this is the message that ye heard from the beginning, that we should A. Love one another. B. Sin no more. C. Worship God. D. Trust and obey. The answer is A. Love one another. 1 John 3 verse 11. For this is the message you heard from the beginning, we should love one another. Question 11. Fill in the blanks. The thoughts of the righteous are, but the counsels of the wicked are, dot. A. Hope, despair. B. Evil, good. C. Profound, foolish. D. Right, deceit. The answer is D. Right, deceit. Proverbs 12 verse 5. The plans of the righteous are just, but the advice of the wicked is deceitful. Question 12. Who was cast at the gate of his city and covered with stones? A. Ben-Hadad. B. Achan. C. Ahaz. D. King of Ai. The answer is D. King of Ai. Joshua 8 verse 29. He impaled the body of the king of Ai on a pole and left it there until evening. At sunset, Joshua ordered them to take the body from the pole and throw it down at the entrance of the city gate. And they raised a large pile of rocks over it, which remains to this day. Question 13. How long did Jesus remain with the Samaritans after they asked him stay? A. 2 months. B. 2 days. C. 5 days. D. A week. The answer is B. 2 days. John 4 verse 40. So when the Samaritans came to him, they urged him to stay with them, and he stayed 2 days. Question 14. What did the Israelites do with Jericho after the walls of the city fell down? A. Some of the tribes lived there. B. They just walked away. C. They burned the city and everything in it. D. They lived there and rebuilt the walls. The answer is C. They burned the city and everything in it. Joshua 6 verse 24. Then they burned the whole city and everything in it, but they put the silver and gold and the articles of bronze and iron into the treasury of the Lord's house. Question 15. Paul asked the Corinthians to collect money for the poor in what city? A. Corinth. B. Jerusalem. C. Philippi. D. Rome. The answer is B. Jerusalem. 1 Corinthians 16 verses 1 to 3. Now about the collection for the Lord's people, do what I told the Galatian churches to do. On the first day of every week, each one of you should set aside a sum of money in keeping with your income, saving it up, so that when I come no collections will have to be made. Sup 3/Sup then, when I arrive, I will give letters of introduction to the men you approve and send them with your gift to Jerusalem. Question 16. Where did God tell Moses, Aaron and his sons to pitch their tents? A. In the farthest camp from tabernacle. B. On Mount Sinai. C. Inside the tabernacle. D. To the east of the tabernacle. The answer is D. To the east of the tabernacle. Numbers 3:38. Moses and Aaron and his sons were to camp to the east of the tabernacle, toward the sunrise, in front of the tent of meeting. They were responsible for the care of the sanctuary on behalf of the Israelites. Anyone else who approached the sanctuary was to be put to death. And the people of God say, Amen. Please don't forget to subscribe, share and like this video. Be a blessing to others. Every like and share help us to spread the gospel. Also, leave a comment in the section below. Then, visit our channel page. We have more videos to bless you, Bible quiz and games, movies, documentaries, miracles and testimonies, daily Bible reading plan, prayers, teachings, Christian kids videos, music and much more. God bless you.